Hello, this is Tristan from heartratemonitor.co.uk and this is the Polar A300. The Polar A300 is Polar's new, their latest activity tracker heart rate monitor. Heart rate monitoring comes from a belt, so you'll need to wear something like their Polar A300 heart rate belt, and the activity tracker is a clever little accelerometer devices which are inside the unit. The A300 is aimed at people who just really want to improve their general fitness. It's not necessarily a real athlete's watch, but it's for people who want to jog, go to exercise classes, or trying to manage their weight and optimize their training time. It's really good for people who are trying to maybe manage their weight, burn some fat efficiently and effectively, and also improve their fitness. A little bit more about that in a second. Okay, so what can we see here? We have time of day and date. The bar at the bottom is the activity tracker. That tells me how much activity I've fulfilled from my target throughout the day. As you can see on my own V800 here on my wrist, I'm about 25 to 30% of the way through my activity target for the day. This watch has been on my desk for the day. I probably should have worn it, but I didn't, so it's currently saying that I haven't done much. You can display that if you want to, or you can turn it off. I like to have it on. It's a good motivator. Okay, quick overview of the buttons. This is the back button. This is the backlight. That scrolls up through the menus. This scrolls down through the menus. And this starts and stops or enters data. So I'll just go through the menus quickly. Okay, we've achieved 1% activity today. Hey, brilliant. The target is set based on your general activity level throughout the day on a 3-stage or 3-tier system. 1 being someone like me who's generally sedentary throughout the day. 2 is somebody who's mostly half and half at the desk and up and down. And level 3 is for somebody physical like a gardener or a plumber or somebody who's generally up and around on their feet, builder certainly during the day. Okay, so I've achieved 1% of my activity for the day. If I go into that, it tells me how long I've been active, how many calories I've burnt. The calorie burn is also includes my basal metabolic burn. So as a 45-year-old, 11.5 stone male, I'm going to burn about 2,500 calories a day, a third of the way through the day, and I've burnt about 700 calories. There's my steps taken, estimated distance walked, and this is useful if you do want to achieve your daily target. This tells you what you've got left to do. So an hour and a half of jogging, 3 hours 20 of walking, or 11 hours of standing up, and I will achieve my daily target. Okay, so this is the activity tracking features of the A300. I'll go back a menu and down again into the history. I do apologise, this is I have just recently reset this watch after using it for the last almost 6 weeks, so some of the data in here is not as full as I'd like it to be. This was just a quick test just the other day. There's no heart rate on this, so this is just based on the accelerometers and the movement that the watch detected throughout. So it says road running. It was an hour of road running and it was 450 calories, which is probably about right for me. Again, as a 11.5 stone runner, I burn about 100 calories a mile, and that would have been somewhere in the region of a 5 or 6 mile jog. So yeah, that's estimated. To get more accurate calorie burn, you need the heart rate monitor on. On this particular instance, I wasn't wearing the belt. Testing the unit around the house here just the other day. I entered as a road running event. It ran for 46 minutes. If we go into that, the calories were 61 because the heart rate was very low throughout. I'm just basically sitting around the house and walking around maybe at heart rate average, and then there's the heart rate max recall, and also this is great. This is a fat burning fitness improving. So that's how long I've spent in the fat burning zone, and this is how long I've spent in the fitness improving zone, being around about 60% of the maximum heart rate. So if you're trying to burn fat, then it's great. That will help to make sure you're optimizing your time in that zone. Alternatively, it will tell you if you're spending more time in the fitness improving zone, sort of the cardiovascular zone, somewhere sort of between between more like 70% of your maximum heart rate. Okay, so that's the history recall. Settings, I'm not going to go through all the settings. Sports profiles, the watch has some preset profiles and you can change those using the, you have to use the web service to change them. So in this particular watch I've just put a couple. I've got road running and cycling, which are my main two. There's dozens and dozens to choose from, and it's just a way of classifying your exercise. And then you can go in and set certain features for those different views if you've got preferences for the different types of exercise. Fitness test, this is a great feature on some of the more advanced Polars. It's about a 5-minute sitting down test or lying down test. This one is a lying down test. You lie down for 5 minutes and your heart rate is monitored at a higher level than normally, and certain parts of the heart rate, points of the heart rate ECG graph are monitored and measured and compared, and at the end of it you will get a VO2 Max score, which is useful for measuring any improvement over time. I did do a fitness test on this the other day, but again I was actually sitting at the desk working. That will give me an incorrect value because normally my resting heart rate is less than 50, but sitting at the desk working it wasn't, so I got a estimated VO2 max of 36. With a result they're saying very good. I think if I was to redo that line down it would be about my normal sort of 50 or somewhere around there, 50, 52. So yeah, very good, accurate, reproducible, and measure something to measure and compare from 1 month to the next to see if you're improving your fitness. To train, it's simple. Press the red button, choose your sport. Again, I've only got 2 here. You could have many. Initially, I think I had about 9 in there. Heart rate will be picked up. I've got my heart rate belt on. I'm just going to wait to see pick up. The heart rate's now been picked up. Press start. Now this is one of the main features of this Polar A300. Heart rate's obviously there. That's my duration. This is the key thing. 109. This is when this watch thinks I'm switching between fat burning and fitness improving. So when I switch over 109, I'm improving my fitness, and as I stay under 109, I'm predominantly burning fat. And this is a great screen. This shows you where most of your time has been spent. So if you wanted to improve your fitness, you want the right hand side to be filled in. If you want to burn fat, you'd be happy with the left hand side being filled in, or obviously a bit of both is probably preferable unless you're on any specific plan. And then we have time of day. Always useful to have time of day in any of the exercise screens. Some watches don't do it from certain manufacturers, but I think it's almost essential. So you can be training and see your current time of day, and you've got calorie burn, real-time calorie burn based on my exercising heart rate and my weight. Okay, so that's it. When we've finished, again, the bottom left button, that's pause. Press again to stop. So press and hold to stop. Recording ended, and it will ask me if I want to keep it, yes or no. I'm going to say no, and that's that. Now this is another great feature on the A300. If I press and hold this button, connecting to device, which now is going to connect to the app on my Android phone. Here's a previous exercise. This is the type of detail you get from this. It's great because although the watch itself isn't monitoring you in 5 different zones, your heart rate data is being recorded all the time. So when it gets uploaded, I can see specifically how long I've spent within the different zones. So that was a real run. That wasn't me just playing around. That's a proper run. It was 820 calories. Average heart rate 131, maximum heart rate 170. I think it's about a 6-mile run with some intervals, and it's all recorded nicely there in the Polar Flow app and sent wirelessly from the watch to the there we go, to the Polar Flow. Okay, so this is the Polar A300. One last thing, it's a bit odd. You can take the centre unit out. You need to take the centre unit out to charge it. There's a USB charger that clips on there. The nice thing about that is it's a very soft, comfortable silicone strap, and you can get these in various different colours: pink, white, blue and black, I think, currently. And when you've charged it, you just pop that back in there. It's very simply popped in, and there we are. So that's it. That's the end of my review of the Polar A300 heart rate monitor fitness tracker. Highly recommended, good value for money, well made, and supported by, very importantly, a really good app. Okay, this is Tristan Haskins, heartratemonitor.co.uk. If you're thinking of buying one, please visit the website and click through the links to our preferred suppliers. Thank you very much.